Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'd, habati fillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As'alullah kareem rabbil arshil azim an yatawallana fi dunya wal akhirah. Habati fillah, it's very important that we devote ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that we worship Him and Him alone, and that the pure love that is without exception is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the love of devotion. And that is a huge part of worship and tawheed, is that you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you love to worship Him subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that desiring His pleasure is greater than any desire you have for His creation. And that devotion is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Allah Azza wa Jalla says في كتابه المبين أفرأيت من اتخذ إلهه هواه وأضله الله على علم وختم على سمعه وقلبه وجعل على بصره غشاوة فمن يهديه من بعد الله أفلا تذكرون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says في كتابه المبين, have you seen the one who takes his desires as his Lord, and Allah has caused him to be misguided from knowledge, and has sealed his hearing and his heart, and has placed a covering over his sight? So who can guide him after Allah? Why is it that you don't reflect? Ahabati fillah, as a fa'idah, Imam As-Sa'di, he mentions the importance of that ibadah being directed not only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being free from shirk, but that it includes love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, Al-asla tawheed wa ruhihi ikhlas al-muhabbati lillahi wahdahu. He says that the origin of tawheed and its soul is sincerity in the love for Allah alone. وهي أصل التأله وتعبد له. And it is the origin of worshiping Allah. بل هي حقيقة العبادة. Rather, it is the reality of worship. ولا يتم التوحيد حتى تكمل محبة العبد لربه. And tawheed, Islamic monotheism, is incomplete until the servant loves his Lord. وتسبق محبته جميع المحاب. And his love for Allah precedes all love for anything else and anyone else that he loves. وتغلبها ويكون لها حكم عليها. And it supersedes, meaning the love for Allah, it supersedes everything. And that it is what guides and makes judgments upon other types of love. It is based upon the love for Allah. بحيث تكون سائر محب العبد تبعا لهذه المحبة التي بها سعادة العبد وفلاحه. He goes on to state, he said, and this is in light of that all other things that are loved and coveted, that the servant loves and covets, should be following in accordance with the love that the servant has for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is bringing his success and his happiness. So it lets us know, ahabati fillah, that loving for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and loving Allah azza wa jal takes precedence over any and all forms of love. And that includes loving our desires and loving in accordance with our desires, such as sinfulness and wickedness that we allow, that we know are wrong, but yet we indulge and we treasure that evil even. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, to accept our good and forgive our evil, protect us from kulli su'a makruh, bless us all with ikhlas, with thabat ala sunnat Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and may Allah bless and have mercy upon the ulama of Ahl Sunnah throughout time, and forgive them, and bless them, and raise their station with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And those that are still living, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them in everything khair and protect them from everything shar, and bless them to continually be a source of light and beacon and hope for us. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.